Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria.
And I'm Rosetta.
And thank you for joining us. And whether this is the first time or you're coming back for more fun, welcome. We always like to set the space and set our intention. So we are here about love and light and support and uplifting everyone with grace and gratitude.
Yes, thank you for that, Gloria. And we appreciate you so much. We are going to just jump right in and talk about the tea that we're drinking today. It's the tea of the day.
And that is a tea called Orange Clove by Yogi. All the ingredients are organic, so I don't have to say the word over and over. So there is a proprietary blend of asparagus root. No, that can't be asparagus. Astragalus.
Let me see what it is. This one says astragalus.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It's astragalus.
Yeah, we never heard of that before. Okay. And then we have cinnamon bark, ginger root, cardamom, clove, orange, black pepper, gotta have that igniter, monk fruit extract, we love that, orange flavor, and orange peel oil.
I love that.
So we've been letting it steep for a little bit.
Yeah, and it smells really good even before we steep it.
Yes.
So let's wake it up some.
Yes.
Love it. Looking forward to drinking it because it smells amazing.
Oh my God, it smells so good.
I love cloves.
Wish we had smell vision.
Orange.
We're sending it to you organically.
Well, you can go out and get that.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Ooh, that's really good.
Oh, that's really good. I'm going to have to check out Yogi and see what else they have.
Yogi orange clove, that's what it is. You know, since we really love a lot of flavor, I was thinking next time maybe we can put 2 tea bags in here.
Yes, and see.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, the nice thing is that this supports the body during the holiday festivities because it just gets you in the mood. So.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. So, always, we want to reflect the spirit of kindness. We want to always listen to one another and be compassionate to one another. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the universe because we've got to learn how to love one another, to honor and respect one another. And with that, we think life will be a lot better. Today is National Education Support for Professional Day. It is National Play Monopoly Day. It is.
Also, it is carbonated beverage with caffeine day. Don't forget about the caffeine.
Yes.
And then we have one that might not be known by many people, or if at all known, it's GIS Day. Now you're asking, what is that? It celebrates the technology of geographic information systems. And I just want to very briefly talk about this because this is very interesting. A GIS connects data to a group and integrates location data with descriptive information. Now that may not mean anything to you, but let's give you an example real quick. One example of a world problem that GIS tries to help solve is opioid epidemic in the US, right? So they're using GIS, researchers are using this to be able to obtain a geographic view of opioid prescriptions made throughout the country. And the data is used to compare different regions of the country. This allows government and officials to see where more resources are needed to combat the problem. So that's a pretty big, that's something that we want, right?
Yes.
One map attained using GIS shows West Virginia has the highest overdose rate in the country. Now, other industries that use GIS, for example, supply chain management, insurance, forestry and timber, banking, health and human services. So that's what GIS is, and I think it's pretty good because we all need this in these industries, and I love that they're trying to solve this opioid problem in the US.
Yeah.
So now you know what GIS Day is, and some things that they're doing to observe this day is to hold events to help people learn more about GIS. There could be meet and greets with GIS professionals and different workshops.
Yeah.
So that's GIS Day.
I think it's really sad that, when you hear West Virginia, my brain always hears the country song, Mountain High. And you think of people who are just kind of calm, hometown people. So for them to have an opioid epidemic,
I did not
that's
think
sad.
about that, and I do like that song.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So, Rosetta and I have been doing these videos for a while, and we're always talking about what is it going to take before we can do something about guns in our country. Well, last week, a wonderful Coach John Beam of Laney College, was attacked and shot. And after being transported to the hospital, he succumbed to his injuries. This was a kind man, a man that his school, the children that attended the school, the teachers, the community, everyone was upset to hear about the shooting. It's still under investigation, so we can't go into a lot of the details because they're not publicizing them. It appears that the person that shot him knew him, but he didn't play for him. He wasn't his coach. So we don't understand the depth of this. But we belong to an organization called WNA, Women Network Alliance. And one of our WNA sisters, Jamie Price, is an extended member of John Beam's family. So to her, we extend our condolences, and we're just very sad that once again someone has succumbed to gun violence. It's really sad.
Very sad, very sad.
Yes. There's a fit of lottery fever going around. The lotteries are, back in the day, you could win like 2 million, 5 million, 10 million.
But back in the day, there was only one. That was Lotto.
Yeah, and you just played Lotto, and it was once a week. And the whole reason for starting it was to improve the quality of schools and to be able to pay our teachers more money. Well, that situation has not gotten any better. And lotteries now are in the high hundreds of millions to $1 billion. So on last Saturday, a person in Atlanta won $980 million, a single ticket that was sold. And it's like, oh my God, can you know how many lives could be changed if you ratcheted it down and said maybe 100 million is the cap per winning? $100 million will change that person's life and the future lives of their family members forever. So you don't need the $1 billion. And now we have another lottery that's approaching.
Yes, it's approaching on Wednesday, and it's the Powerball jackpot. And that, nobody won it recently, so it's actually jumping.
So that's tonight?
Yes, it is tonight.
Okay.
It's Wednesday night. I put Wednesday, that's tonight. And it is nearly $600 million. So,
wow.
I mean, I hear about these things, but I've never really had the urge to run out and buy a ticket just because it's a high winnings. Yeah. Have you?
Sometimes, my husband, he's like, it's $500 million. You can at least buy a ticket. You got to be in it to win it. So, sometimes I'll buy a ticket, but I know people who will buy 100 tickets. And all it takes is one, like that person in Atlanta. For me, I think we, the people, should go back and say, what happened to half of the money going to schools and education? Because they're always talking about, we funded, $400 million. However, the schools near my locations are not changing.
I know.
Like they're getting infused with millions of dollars.
And also in Oakland, they had to shut down so many schools in that district and start busing the kids to other schools. So what happened to the funds?
Yeah, where's all the money going?
Yeah.
So that, maybe we'll do a little more investigations on that. But, between the two, it's almost $2 billion with a B dollars.
And I like the fact that you said that they should cap it to like 100 million per person, so more winnings for more people.
Yeah, and that way we can change more lives.
Yes.
So, we're always talking about online organizations and is it a safe place for our children? Well, there's an online group that's specifically targeting children.
Yeah, it's I never even heard of this, and it's quite tragic because it's called, I don't know if you've heard of this, but it's called 764, and they're targeting children specifically online, and their goal, they say their goal is to unleash chaos. So what this is they're preying on young kids that go online, and they can be part of this team called 764, or they could be an affiliate of this team with other networks.
Right.
Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because there was a couple whose son was victimized by alleged affiliates of this group, of this network. And the couple said that he had been struggling with mental health issues since COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And they preyed on him, and the network allegedly pushed him to take his own life.
Yeah.
Now, they're saying that he was on an app called Discord. Now, I've heard of it, but I don't really know what it all entails. Have you heard of it? Discord?
I've heard of
yes.
it, yeah.
So a lot of younger generation are using it.
Yes.
And this is where he went to because he thought people were listening to him and helping him. But instead, they were actually pushing him to take his own life. And what I heard was that when he took his own life, they were watching. So that was even worse. They were watching. And the FBI have investigated this, and there are more than 350 cases across the country that things have happened to. People, things, and different kids have been targeted on this. And at least 30 people have been charged by the Justice Department in connection with 764 or affiliated networks. And they actually took advantage of this kind young boy. He's a son. His name is Jay. He struggled with mental health issues, and they took his kindness and loneliness and preyed on his insecurities. So that's what we the reason why we talk about these things is because as parents of a different generation, we don't know these things exist. We don't know what we don't know until we know. And now we're talking about this, and it could be under a different name like Discord, like we said, and there could be people within that group, that Discord group called 764. And what the parents are trying to do now is they're not really trying to sue. They're trying to they're trying to sue Discord, but what they're trying to do is make it awareness for other people. And they actually said the FBI tracked down a teenager in Germany with a handler named White Tiger. And the Germany authorities did make an arrest charging him with Jay's murder, along with 200 other offenses and 30 other victims. So if you're a parent, just be a bit more aware of which sites your kids are going to, and maybe do some research on it. And now you know 764, because they could be popping up under different apps and different affiliates, but just try and be a bit more involved. That's what I'm trying to say, into which sites your kids are going to. That's what we're trying to shed light to. We want to make sure that you are aware, because you don't know what you don't know until you know it. Yeah. Very scary.
And most importantly, make sure you know where your children are spending their time. And, I know some children, initially they might, push back and say, it's my phone. And it's like, okay, from one mom to another, turn that bad boy off. Suspend that phone. Do not let your children talk to you with any level of disrespect, no matter what. You're taking care of them, you clothe them, you feed them, you love them, you support them. And if there's somebody in their ear that's getting them to be, you can tell when your child is like, what did you say? Just be aware. Don't just act like, oh, she or he's having a moment. No, these people are very, very good at what they do. And they get their jollies by setting your children up to do things. And especially if they're going to watch, that's really, really bad.
And what really is scary is that this person, I told you they tracked down in Germany, that's a teenage boy. He's a teenager himself. So there's somehow or some way he got involved with this organization.
Yeah.
How did he get involved in it?
Yeah.
So just be aware, and that's all we can do, is just make people aware.
And share. If you find out something, share it with your community.
Yes.
My girl is a health coach, and I love when we go somewhere to eat food, she always says, no, you don't want that. That's high in sodium. No, you don't want that. Yeah, it's high in fat, but it's not good fat. So she and I were talking, and we got to talking about ultra processed foods.
Yes, this is kind of sad because this is not a new thing.
Right.
Okay. We've been talking about this for must be, I don't know, a decade or more.
Yeah.
About like how foods are becoming more and more processed.
Mm-hmm.
And ultra processed is the ultimate of processed foods. And nowadays, 60% of our diet is made up of these ultra processed foods. And research is showing, and I knew this because obviously I'm a health coach, that more and more people are consuming these foods, and that is linked to 14% increase risk of premature death.
Mm-hmm.
So when I mean premature death, I mean premature aging, because when you're eating these foods with these ultra processed ingredients, you are prematurely aging your body. So you're aging faster than you really need to be. So you're causing your body to produce inflammation, and over time that produces chronic disease, which means it's premature aging, and that equals premature death. So what I'm trying to say is that this is not new. It's been around for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I love talking about this and bringing light to it. It's very sad because if you really dig deep into the things that you're buying in the supermarket, really read the packages and the labels, you'll be shocked at how much you are left with that you're able to put in your shopping cart. Mm-hmm. That is actually nutritious and healthy for your body.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
So tonight, there is something that's going to be aired on Disney Plus and Hulu, and it's called Gut Check, the Foods We Eat. And that's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, or 7:30 Central. Again, on Disney Hulu, Gut Check, the Food We Eat. So if you have those channels, I highly, highly recommend you watch it. The more we know, I say knowledge is power, and once you have that knowledge, do something about it.
Yes. I remember I used to go to the grocery store, and I was in and out. I just go down the aisles and pick my favorites. And now I read labels. It takes me hours in the grocery store, because if the ingredient list is more than like 5 to 6, I just put it back. If I see a big block, I don't even bother.
I can't even be bothered to read all the ingredients in that big old block.
Yeah, well, I need a dictionary to understand them. So, yes, there are foods that we love just because, we've kind of been raised on them. However, I always think back, my grandmother used to always say, there's nothing in that grocery store that you can't make at home yourself if it's real. So just try and think to yourself, if you're a tea, is it a real tea bag? Is it real tea? Or is it fake? Just try and be a little bit more cautious.
Yeah, and just be careful of all the ingredients, enriched,
yes,
refined, unrefined. Yes. Know the difference between those. And everyone has a phone. Well, I think the majority of people have a phone when you go shopping. So if you don't know what an ingredient is, type it up. I would say type it up. Like, let's say, for example, sugar. Sugar is easy to know, but just the example that was sugar. Just type it and put sugar in food.
Yes.
And it'll come up why it's in the food. Even if it's a long name you can't pronounce, just put that in food at the end. Put that in.
All right. You know, another thing in the line of health and my girl being a coach, she ran across some information about a mom that was discharged from a hospital before giving birth to her baby. I'm a relatively new grandmother, and I tell you, I was getting nervous because my daughter-in-law, her due date was before the end of the year, and they kept saying, no, you're okay. And I was like, that baby should come out. I mean, the baby was 3 weeks after the due date.
Past due, yeah.
Yeah, because they kept saying, oh, she's fine. And I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's really sad when you hear these stories because a mom claimed, her name is 38-year-old Mercedes Wells. She claimed that she was discharged from the hospital when she was about to give birth. And she said that when she was at the hospital, she was having contractions. Now, if you've ever given birth, you know that she is about to give birth, because she said she was, the contractions were 1 minute apart and she knew the baby was coming very soon. But the nurse who she had dealt with at the time sent her home. Now, after she sent her home, it wasn't it was 8 minutes later that she gave birth to that baby on her truck. Her husband had to deliver the baby.
Wow.
It was 8 minutes.
See, she never should have been allowed to go home.
Yes, and she actually claims, and she's trying to make people aware that she says this was racial discrimination, right? She said that she spent 6 hours in the hospital and never saw a doctor. And she blames racial discrimination. And the couple now, because this is really traumatic, because I know when you're about to give birth, you want to be paid attention to straight away.
Yeah.
Be seen straight away by a doctor or a nurse, or put on a bed.
Yes.
Okay, and prepping, ready to give birth. But the couple I could only imagine what they were going through. Like, the mother is the only one that knows her body.
Yeah.
And she's saying that the contractions were coming 1 minute apart. So now the couple are not seeking to sue the hospital. It was actually called AT Franciscan Health. They're not suing for compensation, but to have changes made and for accountability. So this is the reason why I'm talking about this, is because I don't think anyone in her situation should have been turned away and sent home. And I really think that we really need to stick up for what we believe.
Yes. You know, instead of
happening
saying,
in our body.
Oh, you're strong. You can have, no.
I would have said, I'm not leaving.
8 minutes?
Yes. After 8 minutes from being shooed away from the hospital, she delivered on her truck. She pulled off on the side of the highway, and the husband helped her deliver the baby. So that was really, really, luckily, you know, nothing happened to her serious, and the baby's thriving now. But that's not, they had to live through that story, and it was very traumatic for them.
Very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard. So, you know how we always try and give you a little tidbit of AI. So there's a new artist named Breaking Rust on Spotify, and he has a song called Walk My Walk. It's AI. It's not a human being.
It's crazy.
Now, the two things, not only is it on the top of Spotify's list, it's also on the Billboard Top Country chart. Now, if you know people who love country music, they're very, 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 very finicky when it comes to their country music. They don't want other people from different genres singing country. They want you stay in your lane and we country are here.
Yes.
What must they be thinking right now? What must they be thinking?
I can't believe AI is just pulled out all the stops.
Yes. It's everywhere. And so our advice to you is that you have to disclose. And the fact that someone took and created this AI character, Breaking Rust. Now, the thing is they're not going to make any money from it because you can't copyright AI. So what you all have to do is when you're looking at something, just verify that it's authentic. I mean, people can put AI out there, but if you don't engage, that's nothing you have to worry about.
Yeah, we talked about AI last week, about how people are trying to teach other people how to make videos to sell for you, so you not have to be in the video. You make a video, an AI avatar of yourself, so you don't have to be in front of the camera, you don't have to shoot the camera. This AI will do everything for you. So it's kind of
it's weird.
It's annoying for me. It's annoying. And then the second thing is that it's faking people out.
Right.
Because I do know that my mother-in-law, she will say, well, this and this, I saw a video, this and this.
Right.
And then my husband say, that's fake. That's fake. It's all AI generated, and she believes it's real. So it's actually falsifying information to make people think that it's real. And there are people like that that think it's real.
And it's not.
So there's, I don't know, I'm kind of torn because AI is a great tool. It's just how people are using it that I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah. We also are just, we always try and talk a little bit about the weather. We have, Monday we had, I think it was Sunday, we had like high wind and a little bit of rain. And then Monday we had rain, and Tuesday we had a little bit of rain.
It's a bit of a break yesterday.
Yes.
Right?
And then today, now we got overcast and clouds, and then they're expecting rain tonight. But it's still atypical of winter. They're actually making man-made snow in Tahoe because they want to start opening the snow lifts, because next week is Thanksgiving. So, well, we can't wait to hear what you all did for Thanksgiving to celebrate when we come back. I forgot to print the...
So usually at this time I will do the events around the bay.
Yeah, well, we've got a couple.
We have a few that we can share now. But the rest, what I'll do is I'll put it in the description below so you can check what's happening. But there is one that I remember top of my mind is the annual Dickens Fair at the Cow Palace, and that runs only on the weekends.
Yes.
It's a great event because you go there and people dress up and you stay the whole day. You can go and get food.
And they have what they call seasonal food, so you'll see people with a turkey drumstick walking around.
You can get British food, you can do high afternoon tea, but make sure if you're going to do your afternoon tea, you go online and book it, because it's very hard to get a table when you're there. So pre-book it and get your tickets. I think they have tickets like all day, or if you go after a certain time, like 3 p.m. Until it closes, and you get cheaper pricing for that.
Right, but that's something definitely fun to do. It's also San Mateo, they do the Harvest Festival. And there they have people, all the products are handmade. You have to verify that you are manufacturing it. So if you're looking for natural, holistic products, that's something that you can do. It's called the Harvest Festival.
Harvest Festival.
And then we have another version of that is in downtown San Jose at the Convention Center.
Yes.
So if you miss the one that's in San Mateo, you can always catch the one that's in San Jose. But they're called the Harvest Festival. Mayor Lurie will be lighting up Embarcadero Center tonight as it becomes the beginning of festivities in the city. He is working really hard to bring people back to San Francisco, downtown San Francisco. So if you're out and about, or if you're like on your way to the city and you get stuck in traffic or whatever, just, take that first exit off and go downtown and check out the beautiful lights. I guarantee you it'll be amazing.
Very nice. I love the holiday season. I just don't like the early nights where it gets dark very early at 4 p.m.
Yes.
But everything else is great. The lights, the smells, the seasonal foods they have.
Yes.
And everywhere they're starting to tree lighting events.
Exactly. And then on Friday, Macy's is going to do its holiday display. And it is with the SPCA baby kitties and baby doggies, puppies. So if that is something that kind of warms your heart, if you want to go down and see, because sometimes they're like, I know you humans are looking, but I'm sleepy. They are just so cute. And then some of them, they'll come to the glass and play with you.
And this is Macy's in Union Square.
Yes.
It's a very, very nice event.
Yes.
If you want to call it. It's not really an event because it lasts for a few days,
Right.
So go and check it out because it's very cute. And when I went the first time, I didn't know that you could actually adopt these cute little adorable, kittens and puppies.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're on the look for a cute little furry friend,
That's right.
check it out.
Yes. Well, thank you very, very much for hanging in here with us. It has been a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to share some great tea with you. Orange clove is really good.
Very nice.
And what I love about it, it has messages.
Oh, we forgot about the message.
So my message is your strength is shared when you are present for others. I love that.
Oh, very good. And my one says, find your unity in your service to all.
See, it's all about service and communication. And we know right now that there are some people who are having some food issues. And what I'm really, really loving is the fact that how people, regular, everyday people are showing up to help. So if there's a food drive in your neighborhood, if there's anything that you can do to support people, please do. If you've got work around your home and you're like, oh, I need to do that later, but you got the money now, hire the contractor, put people to work, be of service, do what you can to keep your community, which will in turn keep the whole city, state, world
support
working.
Your local business people.
Always, always. So we feel the love in this room. We send it back to you, bubbling over.
Yes, we do. And hopefully you've enjoyed our chat. We would love it if you could hit that thumb icon. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification. Thank you so much. We are Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. And remember to always keep smiling.
Bye.
Bye-bye.